Hi there, this is Ranjit and I have this HTC 10 with me, and in this video we'll have a first look and I'll give you an overview regarding this device. And this is a review unit that was sent to me by HTC. It just came like this, not even in the box. So can't do the official unboxing, but the accessories are there, so you would get something like this. By the way, regarding the pricing, in India it's sold for rupees 52,990. That's almost 53,000. And as you can see on this review unit, there are already some dents on it. So if you plan to buy it, I would strongly suggest a case. And this is the white color variant, and to be frank, it looks sort of ugly. I've heard that the black color looks a lot better. So anyways, let's look. We get this charger, and this is supposed to be a fast charger. Yes, it outputs both at 5 volts and as well as at 9 volts. So we are getting a fast charger, and this HTC 10 supports the USB Type C port, so it's reversible, so you get that cable also. And we also get this headset. This looks nice. In fact, this is in here, as you can see, angular. So at least these one looks to be good, and they have the HTC branding. I'll test these one later. We also have a button here, and it has a microphone. So that's what we get. Let's look at the handset itself. So this is the handset, and this one sports a 5.2 inch screen. That's a quad HD screen. It's a LCD screen that HTC is using. Let me give you a physical overview. On the top we have the 3.5 headphone jack, and it's supposed to have a good DAC, so the headphone output should be actually really good. But again, we don't have an IR blaster. Sadly, that's again missing even on this one. And this is the SIM slot, but you have to remember that it's just a single SIM, not a dual SIM. We have the volume rockers, power on off button, which has this pattern, so it's you can easily feel it. And on the bottom we have one speaker over here. It's actually a dual speaker. I'll talk about that later. We have the USB-C type port. This is the main microphone, and on this end, this is for your SD cards. It's supposed to support SD cards up to 256 gigabytes. And the second speaker is in the earpiece itself. And the very interesting thing about this handset is that the front facing camera is a 5 megapixel shooter, but it also supports optical image stabilization, so that is very interesting. Moving to the rear facing camera, it's a 12 megapixel shooter with f1.8 lens, also has laser autofocusing system and dual tone flash, and it also has OIS. So we have that HTC branding, and we have that chamfered edges. From the back, I would say it looks good, but from the front, it's a little bit different. And this is not a physical home button, means it's just a capacitive type. So let's just quickly power this on, and it just says HTC. And regarding the battery, it sports a 3000 milliamp hour battery, which is again sealed inside. So it's just booting up. So again, I feel having that OIS for the front facing camera can be interesting if you do a lot of vlogging and stuff like that. So again, I will be testing the front facing camera a lot. In fact, later on I'll try to shoot a video with the front facing camera, maybe one of my weekly tech talks that I do. So this is the boot animation that we see. Again, it does have a little bit of heft, but it's not very heavy, I would say. It fits in the hand. And let me quickly just set this up. By default it says English India. That's interesting. So now just setting up the fingerprint scanner, and we just tap it. And as I've told you, it's not a physical home button, so it's just a capacitive type. So you have to tap in multiple times. It's done, and we can add more fingerprints if you would like. So that was quick. I'll just rename it HTC 10 or whatever. And we have an option of installing these apps. This is very interesting. We never used to get stuff like this. So you can select whatever apps you want to install. For example, let's say WhatsApp I've selected. Let's just hit next. Wow, a lot more. So we accept all this, and it's finished doing the setup. Again, it's running on HTC Sense UI, but it is sort of toned down, and that's what reports say. We'll look at it. and it's already started downloading. Yeah, as you can see, whatever you selected, WhatsApp got downloaded and it's installing. So that is there. So this is this UI, and again it's typical HTC Sense layout that you're used to. You go up and down, and we already have a lot of folders. For example, media, we have oops. So these are two touch type capacitive buttons on the bottom. This is for the recent apps. This is back, so you can't just customize it. So this is hardwired, I guess. And if we go to the side, we have that blink feed feature, so that's still there. And Facebook was pre-installed, and Instagram and stuff. So let's look at the, what do you say, about page. And if we go to about, and if we go to software info, it's running on the Android version 6.0.1 out of the box. So we get Android Marshmallow out of the box, so that's nice. Let's go back and let's look at the storage. And out of that 32 gigabytes, we have 23 gigabytes of space left. I didn't add a Google account right now, so if you add that, it'll sync up and stuff. So approximately you'll get about 22.5 gigabytes of stuff or something like that. But we can add a micro SD card that is supported. So we also have HTC Boom Sound with Dolby, it says, and we have this music mode, theater mode, with the internal speakers. Let's try to play a YouTube video to check out the internal speakers. So it's a little bit loud, I would say. It's not, but it's not as loud as the earlier, what do you say, HTC Boom Sound. So the sound is coming from this end and from this end. And if you're asking me why am I doing this, so that is what it is. But I feel the bass levels have actually come down with this Boom Sound setup. The earlier front-facing speakers that we had on the HTC M8, M9, or even the M7 produced a lot better bass, in my opinion. But still, it's better than a single speaker solution, that I would say. But if you are expecting miracles, then I won't expect that. But I've heard that the headphone output, if you have good quality pairs of headphones, the output from the headphone jack is supposed to be pretty good. I'll test that later on. So this is what we have, and again it's standard. It has 4 gigabytes of RAM, Snapdragon 820 SoC. So in general operations, it should not have any issues. Battery is 3000 milliamp hours, so I have to test how it lasts with typical usage. But again, the screen, what do you say, size is not that big. So I'm hoping the battery life should be actually decent. I'll probably just install Google Keyboard. And as you can see, the screen quality is good. As you can see, obviously it's a LCD screen, but HTC puts good quality screens. So these are the quick toggles that we have. And let's now quickly look at what do you say, the camera performance. It's a 12 megapixel shooter with f1.8 lens, and let's see what HTC has done. I'll just allow this, and very minimalistic interface. Nice to see that. We have the tap to focus, and if you tap, you can adjust the exposure directly from here. As you can see, you can increase or decrease it, so that's nice. It's really fast and almost no shutter lag. Pics in full screen so that you can have a better idea. Some quick sample shots that I have taken in my office, and this were taken in completely artificial lighting so that you can get an idea. And I feel the camera performance is pretty good in artificial lighting. And here are some of the other shots that I took in very low lighting conditions. And initial impressions, I feel the camera performance is good. So guys, that's it for now for the unboxing and first look at this HTC 10. So what do you think about this HTC 10 and its pricing in India? That's it for now. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video.